Elko Rotary Club is doing this cool thing, and Marianne McKown is directing for the Renaissance Fair. Tell us about this, Marianne.
Well, the event is called the Robinhood Renaissance Faire, and it's presented by the Rotary Club of Elko. We have numerous sponsors from local businesses, which we highly appreciated. Anybody who helps sponsor the event, because something like this costs money to put on. You have to rent the space, you have to pay for certain things to be able to put on a family-friendly event. So it was very nice to have sponsors. It will be in Camp Lamoille, which a lot of people still refer to it as a Boy Scout camp. The Lions Club is who we rent the camp from, and it's a beautiful location because there's a big pavilion. There are cabins up there. There are A-frame cabins, regular cabins, but the really nice thing is there are real bathrooms. At least to me, that's a really great thing. And we have this big grassy area that we can put on our Renaissance Fair.
So this is not our first rodeo Renaissance Fair, but it's certainly a new and improved one. I mean, every year it just gets bigger and greater because people love it, right, Marianne?
Well, we've gotten such a great response from the community, and we really want to keep this going, and we want to make it bigger and better every year. And, I mean, eventually it'll get to a point where it can't grow anymore, but this is the third year we've been putting it on. The first year it was only one day. The second year we grew it by adding an extra day, so it's this Saturday and Sunday. And so we're still doing the 2 days. But the other thing is we've grown basically the cast of characters. So last year we had a couple of people that were impromptu on a little skit of Robin Hood versus the Sheriff of Nottingham, and then they asked me to help be the hostage. So I guess they thought it was funny, my actual name is Marianne.
Marianne.
Yeah.
Yes.
So got to be that Maid Marian. And so it was really fun and got a really great response from the public. So I thought, well, why don't we do an actual cast and cast some of these characters that pretty much everybody knows and loves? We've drawn a lot of inspiration from a lot of different Robin Hood sources, everything from Disney's Robin Hood to Prince of Thieves, the classic Robin Hood, Errol Flynn, for those, and James Orr, who plays our Robin Hood, he dressed like Errol Flynn. No sequins, but
But he's got tights.
Yeah, very much. It looks like an Errol Flynn-esque Robin Hood. So we have Little John, Will Scarlet, Maid Marian. Maid Marian has one of her ladies in waiting is Lady Catherine, and then we have the sheriff, and he has two of his main lackeys are Sir Guy and Sir Hiss. And so to fill out, because there's so many Robin Hood merry men, I was the director for the cast, but I'm also playing Agatha the assassin. So
fun.
Yeah, I just made her up like, okay, the sheriff would probably need somebody to be efficient and do his dirty work, but I figure she just goes for the highest bidder. So, and then we also have a couple of younger kids that are in the cast, and they are playing Wolf and Bull. So they're basically Robin's little pickpockets.
Ooh, and they're going to be going out throughout the venue?
Yeah, we will have, so nobody has to worry about themselves getting pickpocketed. But we will have little coins that hopefully we have enough. If we get more people than I expect, it'll be interesting. When people come in and get their ticket, they're also going to be given a coin. It's a round coin. It kind of reminds me of like old medieval Chinese coins because it has a little square hole. But they're going to be given that by the tax collector when they buy their ticket to come into the fair, and the tax collector will let them know if the sheriff should happen by and demand taxes from you. That little coin is the one you're going to want to give the sheriff. And Robin will be stealing back a lot of the tax money throughout the day, Robin and his band of merry men and women, and probably be giving back some of that money to the public, to the tax-paying people. So we just thought it would be another extra little fun thing for people to have that interaction with the cast. We we'll have 3 different acts. So we'll have an Act 1 will be at 10. Act 2 will be around noon on Saturday, and then Act 3 will be around 1:30. 2 o'clock on Saturday, 1:30 on Sunday, because the fair only goes until 2 o'clock on Sunday. So we have these 3 acts, so that way people who come, they can actually learn a little bit. Well, most people know about Robinhood, but it's our version of Robinhood.
What fun. This is in Lamoille Canyon, both Saturday and Sunday. The weather should be fine. Dress in layers just in case it gets a little breezy or something. 10 a.m. at both days. There's just a $5 admission for singles.
It's $5 per person or $20 for a family of 5 or more. So if you have a whole, because we don't want to break the bank on people. It is a little bit, it's a price increase from last year. Last year it was only $1, but this is a fundraiser for us. This is our only fundraiser we have, and the money that we raise goes right back into the community. We give out scholarships to high school seniors. We send high school juniors to RILA camp, which is a leadership camp that Rotary does. We've also helped with different projects throughout the community. So it's basically our way to raise some money and then give it right back into the community and make our community better.
Yeah, Elko Rotary is a wonderful organization. In fact, I think there are a couple of different ones, but they both have the same mission in service to the community, Marianne, and it's just a way, as you said, to really give back to Elko Rotary.
Yes.
So both Saturday, Sunday. And we know that in addition to the players, there are all kinds of other attractions that will be happening, right?
Yes. So this, for all 3 years, we've had the archery competition. We still have that. We also have a costume contest, and there's 3 different categories that you can enter in, and we will have voting via Facebook. So the public should look. We let the voting go on for about a week, and whoever gets the most votes wins the contest, and it's adult and children categories. We've also added, we have somebody coming in there going to have axe throwing. So if you want to get that aggression out and you have some axe throwing, the Silver Stage players will be back, which I so appreciate. They are our royal court, but they are also going to be giving quests out to people and giving out little trinkets if you complete your quest. So you have to go get get a quest from them, and they'll tell you whatever it is. But I really appreciate it because they're in the midst of rehearsing for Poen Pints, and they are gracious enough to volunteer and help us out and be our royal court. And they have some really great characters who will be in the program this year. But also Travis Gerber, he'll have his horses and a wagon, so there'll still be horse rides. I feel like I'm forgetting something. We have food vendors out there. Also, though, remember, this is Lamoille Canyon. There is no cell service up there, so please remember to bring your cash. This is a cash-heavy event. We have a bunch of vendors. We have a lot of returning vendors and some new, the food vendors. But yeah, just come out, enjoy yourself. Get My Ride is helping us with the shuttle. So we do have parking closer to the fair, just like we did last year, but that fills up. There's only so many vehicles that'll be able to fit there. So one of the other locations for parking is the Powerhouse parking. And Get My Ride will be running 2 different shuttles back and forth. So that way, I saw people walk in one year and I was like, oh my gosh, you're really dedicated if you're walking into the fair from, way down wherever you parked. So don't think that, there won't be enough parking. There is enough parking. You have a shuttle. You have a way to get to the fair. And as you said, the weather, hopefully it holds out and is nice. Every time I keep checking it and it says it's going to be like low 70s, which is great. Hopefully it won't be too windy, but if it is windy, you might want to have a couple layers on.
Yeah, Marianne McKown, of course, our guest today. Elko Rotary Club is hosting the annual Robinhood Renaissance Faire this weekend, both Saturday, Sunday at the Lamoille campground, the Lions Club Camp. And if you haven't been there since it was beautifully rebuilt, Marianne, I mean, it's gorgeous. It's inspiring.
It's absolutely gorgeous. And it's so green, so pretty. And the Lions Club has done so much to really keep that campground looking great. the big pavilion area. That's where the photos for the photo contest will be taking place. But yeah, it's a gorgeous location, and other than, no cell service, it's pretty much perfect for a Renaissance fair because there's so much of this natural beauty all around that you can almost imagine. Not that the United States ever had castles, but you can almost imagine, kings and queens.
Oh, the glacier-carved Ruby Mountains. What a treasure, what a jewel. And to have this kind of event, Marianne, it really is a labor of love. And actually, having no cell phones kind of sounds nice for a couple, 3 hours in a weekend.
And yeah, I would say so. And I would say that this is a truly family-friendly event. We do not have alcohol at this event, so you don't have to worry about that. But also just great food, great fun. If let's say you don't know anything about a Renaissance fair, I'd still encourage you to come and see, $5. You can't pay, $5 doesn't get you into a movie today. So, go in the early morning, enjoy the balloon festival, and then you're already out and about. Come on down to the Renaissance Fair. Like, it's 10 a.m. until 5 p.m. on Saturday, and on Sunday it's from 10 a.m. until 2 p.m.
All right, Marianne, thank you. And again, a wonderful community event. It's high on imagination and really does include several different aspects of something that's family friendly. People have been working on costumes. I mean, kids can come in costumes. I mean, people can come and wear their own costumes. That's why there's a contest.
I was amazed the first year how many people showed up in costume. And I love it. I love dressing up, but I love theater. But it was amazing to see how many people were in costume. We will have live music. That was the other thing I was forgetting. And there'll be demonstrations. There's so many things that you can look and enjoy. And like I said, even if you've been last year, this year we have some new stuff. And hopefully we do this every year and just keep growing it so that everybody can enjoy it and just have a lot of fun.
Well, with your enthusiasm and support, Marianne, inspiring other people to continue this really cool tradition, the Robinhood Renaissance Faire is this weekend, September 21st, 22nd, at the Lions Club Camp Lamoille, and $5 admission with a special price for a family of 5 or more. It's just $20, gets everybody in. But as Marianne said, bring your cash for the food trucks because your cell phones, that kind of thing won't work up there because we don't have the cell coverage, which is fine. It's the glacier-carved Ruby Mountains, and I think the mountains will be delighted too, just to look around and go, wow, look at all these crazy people out here in these costumes and having a great time and really using imagination and storytelling and just enjoying each other's company on a beautiful fall day. Fall arrives on Sunday.
Oh, yeah, it does.
First day of fall. So, Marianne, thank you so much for coming in today and bringing us up to date. We're going to hope to fill out today's program with the Ruby Mountain Balloon Festival folks, at least one or two, and to remind people that these are really compatible events.
Absolutely. In fact, I was told that some of the people who are running the Ruby Mountain Balloon Festival they have some of our flyers, and we'll be giving that out. So there are so many things to do this weekend, and just this month. September is just so busy with things and activities, and I love it. I just love Elko and love how this community comes together to really have a good time.
Marianne McKown from the Elko Rotary Club, Robinhood Renaissance Faire. Thank you for joining us today. Thank you, Marianne.
Thank you, Lori.
So we're picking up our discussion of fun things to do in Elko this weekend, again with the 2024 Ruby Mountain Balloon Festival. Now, by the time this broadcast is airing, you will have noticed the balloons over Elko. That started at 7 o'clock this morning, but just in time for tonight. That's an event in the main city park. That's the Western States Propane Balloon Glow. That'll be held at 6 p.m. The Ruby Mountain Balloon Festival is this weekend, and these gorgeous balloons will fill the skies above Elko and Spring Creek. So tonight's Balloon Glow, there'll be food trucks. There'll be a chance to visit with the balloon pilots who come from all over the region to enjoy the spectacular landscapes from a gorgeous hot air balloon. Western States Propane makes the public balloon glow possible. So free admission tonight, 6 o'clock in the main city park. That's followed by the mass ascensions of the balloons both Saturday and Sunday morning, 7 a.m. at the Spring Creek Sports Complex. You want to arrive early, though, so you can get parking, get settled. Again, there'll be some food trucks, some vendors, so you want to bring the kids, tumble them out of bed early for the weekend, layer on some clothing because it will be a little cooler, but enjoy those gorgeous hot air balloons at the Spring Creek Sports Complex both Saturday and Sunday starting at 7 a.m. The admission to these events is free, but again, you do want to bring some money so that you can purchase food if you like, or purchase something from the vendors. They usually have some balloon festival collectibles. You can get details online at rubymountainballoons.com. They also have a Facebook page, Ruby Mountain Balloon Festival. Those are the official sites where you can get details. But don't miss out. The 2024 Ruby Mountain Balloon Festival is this weekend in the skies above Elko and Spring Creek, and it's just in time following those balloon launches and the mass ascensions to head up to Lamoille Canyon both Saturday and Sunday for the Robinhood Renaissance Faire presented by Rotary Club of Elko, with again a variety of activities from archery shoots and a costume contest to the Renaissance Marketplace, the Royal Court with face painting, live music, food vendors, more, plenty of games and demonstrations, even carriage rides in the beautiful area there of the Lions Club Campground. So that's in Camp Lamoille, Saturday and Sunday, the Renaissance Faire. Thanks for listening to Elko Live today. It's a little abbreviated version, but we know there's a lot coming up, going on in and around our community. This is a busy season. The Lots Beach Family Farms just head east on Interstate 80 and take the Deeth exit. They're also having opening weekend for their pumpkin festival, but there'll be several opportunities to take the family and pick a pumpkin from the pumpkin patch and enjoy some other fun activities hosted by the Lots Beach family. That's going to be a great beginning to many weekends of fall activities. Everything Elko will be having a pumpkin festival, and that's also coming close to home. There is a lot to choose from here in the Elko community during the waning months of September, as well as into October, where the Poe and Pints will be held at the Duncan Little Creek Gallery. Get your tickets online at Eventbrite or from the Elko Area Chamber while they last. They go fast. Also, ghost tours. Those are hosted by the Elko Downtown Business Association. The Northeast Nevada Museum has their second Saturday coming up. We also have the Haunted Commercial Hotel with their fun activities for the Halloween season. Those will be opening up next weekend too. So for all that and more, check out the Elko Area Chamber of Commerce website, elkonevada.com, or visit exploreelko.com. That's the Elko Convention and Visitors Authority. They also have several exciting events and activities upcoming this fall. Applications are being accepted for charity partners for the Festival of Trees. That's the next season that will be upon us coming up in December, but now's the time to prepare for some of those events and activities. I'm Lori Gilbert, your host for Elko Live, our radio show. Nevada Health Centers will be our guest on Elko Live come Monday. You'll hear about the current programs and ongoing efforts in providing family, medical, and dental to the community, as well as ongoing efforts to recruit professionals and provide behavioral health services through Nevada Health Centers. They'll be our guest on Elko Live on Monday here on KELK Radio. Thank you for joining us for today's program.